Dulcis, said Doloman. Sweet. He translated the high Gothic name into the common vernacular. Is that some kind of joke? Bedivere grunted in amusement. I thought so too, he said. The punchline is all the more obvious when you get to the surface. Rarely have I seen such a profusion of brows. Dulcis truly is a jewel among the Emperor's possessions. Sarcasm is the least honorable of weapons, said Astorath. He went helmetless, as was his habit, unless it was absolutely necessary to don it. His black eyes were fixed on the approaching world. The molted patterns of the surface gave fracturally to the same pattern again and again. Meres were broken up by reed beads. Islands were broken up by ponds. Thickets were broken up by creeks, broken up by mudbanks, broken up by puddles. My lord is grim of mood, as his name suggests, said Doloman. I would not disrespect him by telling you to ignore him, but he let his sentence hang. I understand, said Bedivere. Do not push it. He looked sidelong at the Redeemer. He probably likes you, said Doloman. You seem to be of similar temperament to me. He pretends not to like me, but he does. Most people spend their time groveling at his feet, or hating him, or feeling fear in their fearless Adeptus Astartes hearts. Usually all of the above. I don't. He likes me. You are a necessary adjunct to my office, said Astorath. A feral grin flashed at Bedivere. It vanished so fast it might not have happened, unnerving the red-winged space marine. Ignore that too, said Doloman. He pretends not to, but he does have a sense of humor. You are a veteran sergeant, said Bedivere, yet you have no squad. I am, and I do, but I am on permanent secondment to the Reclusium, said Doloman. Lord Astorath has many titles and offices and attendants to go with them. Artemos and I are his court extraordinaire. Artemos attends to any medical peculiarities of the lost we may encounter and retrieves their gene seed. Ordinarily we have a librarian among our number, but the post is unoccupied of late since the war of Fort Diamore. None have been worthy to succeed Brother Azrael, said Astorath. He fell in battle against the sorcerers of the War Master. Then there's Astorath's Erelim, Doloman continued, who guards his sanctum on Ball. They are unamusing fellows, so it's best they remain where they are. Besides them and us are the stundery mortals we encumber ourselves with, supposedly to aid us in our task when they are not getting under our feet. You are accompanied by no other brothers, said Bedivere. Astorath answered. The role of the Blood Angels is to protect and expand the domains of the Emperor of mankind. It is not to endlessly deal with issues of the curse. That is my lot. The 3 brothers that ordinarily accompany me are 3 brothers who cannot help us perform our primary function as a chapter of the Adeptus Astartes. I deemed that too many, but the custom was set 3,000 years ago during the tenure of High Chaplain Barakiel, and so I must abide by it. The ship bounced as it passed into the atmosphere of Dulcis. It was a feeble shake. The atmosphere was as enervated as the rest of the planet. Cheery, isn't he? Said Doloman. Bedivere looked at Astorath. I am surprised a hero as venerated as the Lord Astorath would tolerate such levels of insolence. What is your role? Ah, you see, that is my role, said Doloman, wagging his finger. I am his naysayer, if you will. I am here to whisper in his ear and remind him he is mortal, and that the worlds he visits are the home of people, not obstacles to his duty. He gestured expansively in the air. To puncture the darkness of his role with barbs of light, to be the balance to his grimness, the ineffable spirit of hope against the certainty of the curse, that sort of thing. So, you're kind of a court jester? Said Bedivere. What? Ouch! Said Doloman. He let his hand drop. What form of manners did they teach you in Gulliman's pseudo-legions? I don't think you've had much experience with actual chapters of the blood yet, my friend. But yes, if you wish, I make light, and I provide a little extra muscle, where required. Artemos and Doloman both are good warriors, and insightful counselors, said Astorath with surprising warmth. I overlook Doloman's irritating tendencies because of that. A shame Lord Dante did not overlook the same, or I would not have been assigned this role without our blessed chapter. Bedivere stared at him in disbelief. What? Said Doloman. Our creed is to attain beauty in all things. We have greater singers, playwrights, writers, and artists of all kind. Is insolent wit also not a talent to be honed? There is an art in mockery. Are we not heroes of mankind? We are hope, and there is no hope without laughter. Bedivere shook his head. I am amazed. Lamorak says that I do not take my duty seriously. I bait him for it, but I see I have been outmatched. You mistake Sergeant Doloman, said Astorath. He is unduly light, but it is a valuable trait. Yes, Doloman said, because when I become serious, you know the situation is dire indeed.